Hello, and welcome to my channel where we may be dazed, but we are not confused. We are going to do a Find Your Oasis reading for the sign of Sagittarius. So, the purpose of this reading is to help you navigate through a barren, desert like place. And for me, the desert is a metaphor for a space in which you look to your left and to the right and you feel like you don't have a lot of options. You might feel like you don't have a lot of things working in your favor, or you might look around and find that you are thirsty but there is no water to drink. All right. So this is for individuals who may find themselves feeling stuck, and how you can find a path that will lead you to that oasis in your personal desert that you're in, that we all go through sometimes. So your oasis is that place where you get a profound sense of peace in the midst of tribulations and trials, and it allows you to reflect upon what you've come through and have some sort of victory in your life for that particular circumstance that you were going through. All right, Sagittarius, let's take a look at why you are in a desert space at this time. So looking at your cards, it appears that you may have rushed into something way too quickly. I believe that your thoughts that you had about it may not have been very clear. You may have been overly excited. You may have felt like it was something you had to jump on really quickly in order to lock something in or lock something down. And you really expected the best to happen. Like this was a dream come true. It was like you were being granted a wish. And so you felt like, well, this is my thing. I'm going to jump on it, because if I don't, then I'm going to miss out. And in the process of that, your thoughts might not have been as clear as they might have been if you'd given yourself a chance to kind of go through and look at the big picture. You might have had some circumstances that were going on, maybe a little bit of not necessarily conflict, but just some circumstances that were creating some turbulence in your life as well, that made you more likely to jump on this as if you only had a short period of time in which to acquire this thing. All right. And so the way that your desert feels for you, we looked at why you're there, but let's see how it feels for you. With the Two of Cups in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse, I would say that this had to do with a relationship of some sort. This could be romantic, it could be family, it could be even a work partnership or a business partnership. Not to sound redundant, but it could be a situation where you rushed into something, trying to jump on something that sounded like it was just your dream come true. And what it feels like is broken relationships, like you're not able to trust the individual that you've entered into some type of union with. It feels as if the union is imbalanced. There isn't a proper give and take. And there's this sense that you're not really together. You're not connected and working together, even though you are together. And this is leading you to have to be in the energy of having to watch, be overly watchful to the point of possibly spying. This could also be the other individual, because you just don't trust what you're in. Like you have to be overly watchful because you can't trust that the other person is there not only for their best interest, but for the best interest of the partnership. And so you just feel blocked. You feel like you're at an impasse, like there's a wall on this path. You rushed into something and it feels as if you just kind of hit a wall. And it feels like you need to redirect your energy and do something else, possibly end this union. Or what I would probably say is more likely not really a union, the way that it's actually playing out. But you feel as if you need to reflect and do something differently because it's just a dry place. All right, I'm hearing that song, Wait Till the Water Runs Dry. That was an old song by Boyz II Men back in the 90s. And the whole video is just them in a desert talking about that. And I feel like in this situation, this is something where the water has definitely run dry, and you're probably at a place of deciding what action to take to either end this or to move into a different place, but kind of being stuck in that in between, which is why this is a desert place for you. So what are you here to learn from this situation? So the mystical shaman oracle card that I pulled for you is lightning. And with this card, what I'm really picking up is a sense of just kind of being shocked. I also pick up like tower energy, because you originally thought that this was going to be something that was going to work out to your best interest. It was going to be something that was going to be beneficial. It was a dream come true. It was something that was meant to cause you a lot of happiness and joy, and that's certainly what you expected. But because you kind of went into it really quickly without maybe allowing yourself to kind of look at the facts or allow the energy to kind of calm down, if there was turbulence in your life at that time, allowing some of that to clear up so that you could get a very clear picture of the longevity of this or the viability of this union, it would have prevented you from experiencing a tower moment of recognizing that it was actually quite the opposite. And it ended up turning into something that is causing you more stress and causing you to have to reflect upon your personal beliefs, either about this person or the situation. And I feel like it was shocking. I feel like you didn't expect for it to happen that way, and because it did, it is causing you some shock. Maybe you found out some shocking news on the back end of this as well that's playing into this. So I'm going to read for you the information from the book about this card, just because I feel like it's really good and I want to kind of give that to you the way that it's written. So the essence of this card says, the formidable electrical discharge of a lightning bolt brightens the sky and strikes the earth, accompanied by the mighty sound of thunder. This phenomenon has a positive aspect. The light illuminates the earth and the psyche. But there is a destructive side as well. The bolt can burn and even kill if it's too strong. The invitation of this card is that the forces of the upper world are investing their gathered energies to ignite you with new inspiration and creativity. Allow this divine gift of awakening to take root in your being and enjoy a renewed sense of clarity, passion, and vision. The medicine or the healing energy of this card says that life has gifted you with a destiny that is in alignment with your passion and in harmony with all existence on earth. Now lightning has come to jolt you into accepting your destiny. Let this initiation release what it is that is in the way of your fulfilling your life purpose. Otherwise, you'll be bound to your karmic fate. This is a time to be courageous and daring. So the feather card that I picked for you is going to tell you what direction you can take or what you can look towards to help you find your oasis. So feathers to me are signs of guides or angels or just energies that want to help us when we are in times where we might feel a little bit lost or feel like we are wandering, and it helps us to know that we are headed in the right direction and on the right path. So the type of feather that I have for you, Sagittarius, is crane. And it says that you will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity bless this union. So the reading about this says that the crane is a uniquely shaped bird with a long beak and long legs. It is commonly associated with fidelity and marriage. In Asian cultures, the crane is a messenger of longevity and healing, as the great bird is believed to have the ability to fly up to the heavens. The Zuni tribe regards the crane as the keeper of great secret magic. The crane's call is distinct and loud. warning those around them to watch out and pay attention. Crane is a water bird that will teach you to work with the element of water, which is feminine, emotional, and adaptable. The message. Crane sounds the call to empowering your relationships. The time is coming for forming a new partnership that will be supportive and long-lasting. This union may be something that you have been seeking, or it may take you by surprise. Crane urges you to pay attention to those stepping forward into your life at this time. Be sure to use your emotional intelligence to see where you stand and what you are attracting. Is it for your highest good? If it is, take the leap of faith and go for it. You are in the right place to create a union that is perfect for you now. So the affirmation for this is, I am now ready to embrace and trust my divine partnerships. And the energies surrounding this feather are longevity, creation, and union. And the elements are water and air, and the colors that you might want to work with are white and gray. All right. So for your card about what your oasis will feel like for you in this situation when you get there is it will feel like I am the crown of creation. And so for me, this card is just screaming out a sense of being in your full power, feeling completely embodied in the energy of being loved, of loving yourself, of being appreciated and valued, which are things that you may not be feeling right now in the situation that you are in. And so let's take a look at what the message is for this card. It says, I am the jewel on top of creation's head, and I shine in the darkness, full of strength and beauty. I am the daughter of the king, the wife of the sun, and the mother of the garden that I am within. And it doesn't get better than that. You are the mother of the garden that you are within. And this isn't gender specific. You could be male. And the idea of that is that you are fully connected with those energies within, the water energies that tend to be feminine. So that's being in touch with your emotions, which are important in being in a healthy relationship, being able to have a proper give and take. First of all, feeling safe enough with the person to have that type of connection where you don't have to be in the energy of having to be overly watchful, not being able to trust that person, feeling like you've hit a wall and you're not able to move past that because there's some type of blockage, either a physical or energetic blockage that prevents the relationship from getting closer or moving any further than it already has. And once again, going all the way back, this comes from the energy of moving into something too quickly, possibly being spurred on by some type of turbulent situation. It could have been something that just made you temporarily not maybe see yourself in the best light. And so therefore, you may have attracted someone who may not have come in on the energy of respecting and appreciating you in your best light. But with this oasis that you're moving towards in this desert and with the things that you're learning here, you are on track to feel as if you are the crown of creation, meaning that not necessarily that you're better than all creation or that you are above creation, but for me, when you say crown, this is being very connected to yourself. You're allowing your highest self to connect with you and to embody that so that in all that you do, especially in relationships, you are having the best possible experience that is going to honor your existence. All right. So, Sagittarius, that is what I have for you. Thank you for joining me on this channel where we may be dazed, but we are not confused. Until our next video, I will see you later.